what's going on, everybody? This is John J. Gaming on the mic, coming at you guys with the last ACSA Primetime episode for Week 10 this inaugural season here in the ACSA Maximum Football 2020. Today's matchup features the number 11 ranked Little Rock Yellow Jackets, who are currently 7-1 here in this inaugural season, going on the road to play against the Chattanooga Tech Fighting Bass, who are 7-2 and ranked number 15 in the country. Should be a great matchup with Super South Conference implications on the line, as whoever wins this game will be in contention for the conference championship. So gonna be a good one, man. So make sure you smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you have to be new. Let's go ahead and get into some game action, shall we? So Little Rock actually went free and out on the very first drive of the game. So now we'll go ahead and witness the Chattanooga Tech Fighting Bass taking control of the football to begin this football game, as Tyler Hennessy and company going to start this drive for the Fighting Bass, and they're off to a pretty good start actually, getting across the 35-yard line for a nice first down for the number 15 ranked team in the nation, as Tyler Hennessy and company continuing to move on field for a little 5-yard gain. But now facing 3rd and 1, can they get that 1-yard need to pick up the first down? Should be pretty straightforward if they run the football here, and no! They actually decide to pass the football, and it doesn't work out for them though. An incomplete pass is going to make this thing, forcing the Fighting Bass to go ahead and settle for a field goal. But the Fighting Bass, at the very least, able to come out here and take the lead here early on, and also playing pretty well on defense too, forcing another free and out on the Little Rock Yellow Jackets, coming into today's game ranked number 11 in the entire country. As now we got 3rd and 4 coming up here. Hennessy going to hand it off to Decker once again. A 4th down conversion. Now forcing them off the field for this time only for a punt. And so now we'll finally get a chance to look at this Little Rock offense, and they've been off to a pretty slow start. Their first couple of drives did lead to a, free and out, and they finally do at the very least get their first down of this drive. Is now 1st and 10 coming up here. Stevens dropping back the pass. He's looking over the middle, tries to find a man, but I think the receiver was just simply not looking. So a little lapse of concentration right there. But Little Rock will not be killed for it as of right now, as they do end up picking up the first down the next play. As now 1st and 10. Stevens going to go up the middle and get 2nd and 4, rocking and rolling here. As now Stevens will drop back once again, this time chucking it over to the left-hand side, although it's nearly intercepted at the same time. As now 3rd and long coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Stevens will drop back once again, looking to try to find some space to work with. Gets it out to the right-hand side over to Murphy for the first down. And so 1st and 10 again for the Yellow Jackets. They continue to move downfield, although an incompletion there stalls them out for right now. As now a couple plays later, Allen going to try to run it up the middle, but just simply did not have any space to work with whatsoever. That means that they do have to go ahead and punt the football away. But after a free and out by Chattanooga Tech, the Yellow Jackets of Little Rock, they get great position to work with as they get it off to Murphy down the sideline, breaks the tackle, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And what a way to end this first quarter of play, as the Yellow Jackets will go ahead and take a early 7-3 lead here in this ball game. As we'll now go ahead and jump into the second quarter of play between Chattanooga Tech and Little Rock here in Super South Conference play. As Hennessy will go ahead and drop back the pass. He is looking around, going to send this thing out over to the left-hand sideline. But that is incomplete, almost intercepted, matter of fact. It's very fortunate that it wasn't picked off, but instead the Hennessy will go ahead and drop back once again, get it off to Harlan over on that left-hand side for the first down at the very least. There's now another 1st and 10 coming for the Fighting Bass, this time going over the middle to Sellers, who gets him across the 40-yard line for another first down for the Fighting Bass. As this 15th ranked team in the nation continuing to move forward, trying to take the lead from the Yellow Jackets. We'll see if they can get the job done on this drive or not, or at the very least, go into this lead a little bit. as Decker will go ahead and take another handoff. Nearly gets the first down marker before being walloped pretty hard. Gotta love those hard hits in the ACSA. As it leads to a 3rd and 2. Hennessy in the shotgun, ready to take the snap, and there's a 3 wideout set, which Hennessy will indeed drop back the pass. Throw it short over to Johnson, who is able to make the catch and pick up the first down for the Fighting Bass. As a couple plays later now, 2nd and 11 now for Hennessy. Gonna throw it to the right-hand side, but that one's deflected away. Defenders were definitely ready for that one. As a 3rd and long coming for Chattanooga Tech. Hennessy in the shotgun, ready to take the snap. He'll drop back the pass. He's looking around, gonna go over the middle to Brunson. It does able to get a few yards, but still is incomplete though. And so that means Little Rock will go ahead and take control of the football. Only forcing a field goal, so you love to see that. But the lead does narrow down to just a 1-point ball game, as it is a 7-6 lead in favor of the Yellow Jackets. As Stevens is actually hit as he thrown. And that does lead to the incompletion. As a result, I couldn't get enough on that football. As a 3rd and long coming up for the Yellow Jackets here. Can they at least convert here? Stevens dropping back the pass. He's looking over the middle. Had himself a man for a second. Although it is unfortunately incomplete. And so now 1st and 10 coming for the Fighting Bass. They have an opportunity to take the lead here for the very first time today. At least since, first quarter of play for sure. It's now 2nd and 2. Hennessy going up the middle, finding some tough running room, and able to find the first down as a result of that. It's now 3rd and short coming up for the Fighting Bass. We'll see if they can get the job done here. 3rd and 3. Hennessy gonna go ahead and try to keep it, but he actually loses yards in the process. They too will have to go ahead and punt this football away. As now Little Rock back with the football once again, but pinned deep in their own territory. So got to make some plays happen here for sure to try to pick up this first down. And he will manage to do just that. It's now 3rd and long coming up here for these Little Rock Yellow Jackets. Go ahead and go to Stevens out over the field. Going to go ahead and try to get it across, but still is incomplete, however. So another punt for Little Rock. And with 2 minutes left, Chattanooga Tech can at least get some more points on the board before the end of the first half. We'll see if they can actually do it. Both offenses certainly struggling once again, as defenses here in the Super South Conference have been absolutely suffocating in this ball game. And we're certainly seeing it right now, as neither team has forced a turnover. So it's not like the offenses, they're not turning over the football or anything like that. It's just these defenses have been playing incredible for the most part. So you love to see that. As now we got 2nd and long here. Hennessy dropping back over the middle. Gets it over to Johnson, who's across the 20-yard line for the first down. As now the Fighting Bass are out here. Going to get to that right-hand side. And now 2nd and 2 coming up here. Decker going up the middle, picking up the first down in the process. Will they still have enough time on the clock, though? Things are starting to run down a little bit. Only 30 seconds left here as Hennessy will drop back again. Gets it to Stewart. He's down at the 1-yard line, so a 3rd and goal coming up here. Although only 10 seconds left, they're going to go ahead and try to run it, and it doesn't work. I don't think they're going to get back up, and they're going to leave points off the board. A halftime game with Little Rock narrowly leading. Chattanooga Tech blowing opportunities, however. So here we go, second half of play getting started here between the Yellow Jackets and the Fighting Bass. As we'll go ahead and get it started here with a 3rd and 6 from the number 11 team in the nation. Gets it off to Allen, the tailback for Little Rock, and is able to find the first down. Getting to the 45-yard line in the process. But can they keep this thing rolling, though? As another 1st and 10, Stevens trying to run it upfield, and we have our first turnover of this game. A fumble by the Little Rock starting quarterback, giving Chattanooga Tech a prime opportunity to take the lead here once again. We'll see if they can get the job done as Hennessy will drop back, going to the right-hand side, get to the Sellers, has running room, and goes out of bounds before reaching the 30-yard line for the first down. As now, next play, going to the left-hand side once again. Harlan actually catching it off the deflection at the same time. There's now another 2nd and 1 coming up here. Going to try, to get it done, but unfortunately that was not the case. And now 3rd down once again for the Fighting Bass. Will they be able to convert? Hennessy handing it off to Decker, and he's exposed in the backfield. And while Chattanooga Tech is still able to go ahead and take the lead, they got to do it with another field goal, and it's still only 9-7 right now. So Little Rock needs to put together another drive in order to retake the lead. If they can make that happen, of course, as that's going to make the challenge a little bit harder. In a legal procedure penalty on Little Rock. Knocks him back 5 yards, and now facing 2nd and long. Stevens will drop back the pass, but go ahead and scramble upfield, making a couple of guys miss, and picks up the penalty yardage back and a lot more. Big play by Stevens as nobody was open upfield. So a 3rd and short coming up for Little Rock. A lot more manageable thanks to that scramble by Stevens. Is now 3rd and 3. Stevens going deep downfield as Murphy, who spins away from a defender, but he fumbles the football. Another turnover by Little Rock, but this time they are at least able to dodge a bullet there, as Chattanooga Tech actually does go 3 and out on their next possession. So it still remains 9-7 for right now. And so now 1st and 10. Stevens dropping back to pass, going over the middle. It's still incomplete though. So now a 3rd down coming up here. We'll go ahead and see if they can get the job done. Pick up this 1st down because they need it. Stevens dropping back to pass. Makes a man miss. Got a man downfield, and it's incomplete. That was going to be a touchdown if they were able to convert, but unfortunately that simply did not happen for them right there. And so now that does mean that on this 3rd and 2, we are going to go ahead, see what Chattanooga Tech can do now as they, dodged a massive bullet. They should have had allowed that touchdown right there. But instead, we go into the 3rd quarter play. Little Rock still finds themselves down. It has been an extremely defensive battle. Only 9-7 going into the final quarter of play. Now, with other thing being said, let's go ahead and get this 4th quarter officially started, as Little Rock is going to go ahead and have the football to begin this quarter. Stevens will drop back the pass, throw to the right-hand side, gets it over to Lassiter, who's able to make a man miss and get across the 35-yard line before finally being brought down. As now, a couple plays later now, a quick run to the left-hand side, a toss play to the starting tailback as he's able to get him across midfield. Usually, able to get points, but that hasn't been the case as of late. Once they get across midfield, is now 3rd and 6. A few plays later, gotta throw it here, and they do to Lassiter, who almost gets them to the red zone, but will be just shy, however. So another 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. Allen gonna come up the middle and get them a whole lot closer in the process. So that does mean that they will indeed go for it here, 3rd and 4. Make it a lot more manageable. Can they take the lead here? As Stevens will throw to right-hand side over to Lloyd, but they're going to mark him just short. I thought he reached that 1st down marker, but the officiating does disagree. Although Little Rock does get a field goal there, able to make this a 10-9 game. As now Chattanooga Tech, again in this 2nd half, finds themselves down. But the last time that they were down, their next drive, they were able to retake the lead. We'll see if they can get it done once again. As now 1st and 10 coming up for the Fighting Bass. Hennessy dropping back, going over to Sellers, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now coming for Chattanooga Tech. As Hennessy will try to throw once again. This time it's also incomplete, but deflected away. Almost could have been interception. Basically sealed this game. But instead of 3rd and 10 coming for the Fighting Bass. Gonna have to they have to convert this here. They need it. Hennessy going over the middle, but it's incomplete a 3rd time in a row. So now they give the ball back to the Yellow Jackets again. and you have an opportunity to get to a little bit more insurance on the board. It's only a 1-point game right now, as Lassiter does get it out on the outside. It's a big gain in the process, getting him inside the 30-yard line already. So Little Rock is already in effective field goal range. At this point, they're just doing more damage control than anything else. Although another drive is still going on. As now 3rd and 5 coming up here, making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they help him out or not. As Stevens dropping back, has a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And with the extra point coming, that does make this an 8-point game. And now Chattanooga Tech with 3 timeouts needs to march down the field and get a 2-point conversion as well, all in under 2 minutes. Does Hennessy have a little bit of magic left in that drink? We'll see if they can get it done. As 1st and 10, ball already on the 44-yard line. That's going to help them out, as an offside penalty moves it 5 yards. And they're already at midfield. You'll love to see it, as Decker will go ahead and actually run the football for the 1st down. Surprised that they're still running it, but I guess they feel comfortable knowing that they have their timeout still. As now, a couple plays later, a 1st and 10 up the middle. That is incomplete. At the very least, they are able to go ahead, pick up the 1st down at the very least. Excuse me, that's a 3rd and goal. We'll see if they can get it done. 3rd and 3. Here we go here. Hennessy in the shotgun. 4 wide set. Gonna actually run it up the middle. He slides down. Does get him across the 35-yard line. Surprised that they're not taking more shots towards the end zone right now, considering they don't have any timeouts left. As Hennessy will take a shot this time around. He has a man, but it's incomplete though. And so they'll have to try again. This time 3rd and 7 and only 36 seconds left. Hennessy in the shotgun. Going to drop back again. Looking to the left side. It is incomplete though. So we're going to be down to their final play. It looks like 4th and 7 now. Tyler Hennessy in the shotgun, needing 7 yards or his game is over. Hennessy looking to the left, gets it to Brunson, and it's a turnover on downs. This is how it's going to end for the Fighting Bass. So that turnover on downs seals the game for the Little Rock Yellow Jackets, as they're able to come out on top, winning by a final score of 17-9. Another defensive-minded matchup in the Super South Conference. Little Rock will improve to 8-1 and will stay in contention for the Super South Conference Championship game, whereas Chattanooga Tech, they might be on the outside looking in now a little bit, falling to 7-3 on the season thanks to his performance. But they can still go to a major bowl game for sure. This is a good football team, regardless of what we just saw out there on the football field today. But in the meantime, tomorrow night we will have the Week 11 preview for the ACSA, as we're closing in on the final weeks of the inaugural regular season. Should be a good one, so do me a favor and please smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you do have to be brand new. This is John J. Gaming on the mic. Hoping you guys are all having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.